Catch a Predator, our favorite show to what is our favorite show to what? To show you guys, to spread around, yeah, to tase them. Today we're checking out the Weary Predator, Jean-Pierre Michael Weary. And just before we get started, this guy has been to prison like 3 times for assault with a deadly weapon, for many things. It's actually one that I like watched it like the history of, like, to see like what all he had done. And this guy's had a wild life. But tonight he showed up at the house. I think he thinks the 13-year-old boy. And he's gonna meet Chris Hansen. But before that,
have a seat,
please. If you're not subscribed already, subscribe. Check out Buff Pro and Buff Pro on YouTube and Twitch. And thank you guys very much for watching this video. So this is like the uncut one I got pulled up here. And I just want to show you like how it starts out, because it's kind of weird.
Online, he told the decoy that he was a promotional photographer, promoting such films as Kindergarten Cop and some gay porn films. Then he tells...
Well, hang on a second. Kindergarten Cop and gay... Wait, that's a... Why is that a connection? Why is that the... Okay. All right. So he's a photographer,
right? Decoy agrees to sex in exchange for the career help.
And then they're like, hello?
Right.
You just like tap it. And it goes around the corner to check. You know, he's like looking to make sure nobody's there. But anyway, that's the part that I wanted to show you at the beginning, because that's cut out from like the condensed version here that we're going to react to.
Okay.
Yeah. And so this is the part where he finally...
That's creepy.
Yeah, this is the part where he finally comes in. Like, I don't even think... The ones we usually watch, Mary was telling me this, and she's like, I wish that we would like go a little deeper into it, because it doesn't explain a lot about like who the people are and like why more reasons why they're not good people. Because she's like, a lot of the people that we've done so far have been like bad people, but we just don't know it because
repeat offenders and all that.
Yeah, we don't know it because we're just watching like the condensed version of the interview. But anyway, so this is him coming in the door finally, and he almost takes the whole door down with him.
Like the Kool-Aid man.
You're like, oh yeah.
And when you see him come up the driveway, he's got a backpack and a hat, and he looks like a hiker. And he's weary, thirsty.
He's thirsty. He just buzzed up in the whole house and just ran straight to, like, they haven't even finished this part of the set yet. You know, that's the plywood showing.
Right. He went straight to the water hose.
Yeah, he just jumped straight in. Where you at? Where you at?
Hey, sir, could you come back over here, please, and have a seat right on there? You should be in a hurry there. Go ahead, have a seat right there.
Jeez. The power of Chris Hansen. Hey, come back over here and sit down. The guy's like, oh, okay. Like, zombie walks back over.
He didn't hurdle the gate that time, though, you know?
Has there, how many, I think there's been like one dude we've watched that ran right from the start. Right?
Yeah.
Ones out of the ones we've watched, one guy saw him and went, whoop, nope, and ran. Everyone else has been like, oh yes, I will have a seat. You must be the father. I can talk my way out of this or something. I don't know. I always reference the South Park bit where he's like, take a seat. And they like, can't help themselves but take a seat.
Right. And who were you looking for?
John Peterson.
John Peterson.
Yeah.
And why were you looking for John?
Huh? I was going to talk about some...
Why was you trying to get over there? I don't know. I thought I was looking for somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well, who are you looking?
I thought I was looking for somebody.
He's so shook right now. I don't know what to say.
He's so parched.
I think he just made up a name too, because old Chris was like looking at the paper like, John. Right. Okay.
Peterson, not Peterson. Peterson.
Oh, Peterson.
Had a phone call.
A phone call.
Yeah.
From?
In fact, I don't actually.
This dude is he's so shook right now. I can't even get his story straight.
So you were just walking down the road and you thought that this fellow with the construction company lived in this house?
Somebody told me that he lived.
Somebody? Who is somebody?
Somebody said something.
Right.
Come on, dude. What's wrong?
Yeah, they told me he lived here,
Yeah, I came in here looking directly for that job at night, Walk around his house. Give me that interview.
I'm just going to bust up in his house and be like, yo, I need that job now.
And I'm thinking at this point, okay, here we go. I'm just going to let the line out a little bit here and see how far he takes it.
It's like, okay, all right, yeah, sure. Tell me your story, master storyteller. Let's see you do this.
Yeah. Redo that driveway.
See, I'm glad they got like these cut down versions, like people have taken and edited, because the uncut version or whatever is like 30 minutes of this guy just like blabbing on about this story.
Really?
Yeah, it goes on for forever.
Wow.
My name is Michael.
Michael Wiltse.
No, Michael Weary.
Michael Weary. So you're saying...
Wait, what? What he said?
What?
Well, just the guy, Chris just tried to like threw out a fake name, and the guy like sat there for a minute, like, wait, how would he know almost my name? No, that ain't me.
Yeah, give me my real name.
You were at the public library using a computer. And
What you know is I was in a public library. That's what you may know.
You don't know everything I know. So you want to tell me the real story now, or you want to go with what you got? It's up to you.
I love that. Woo! Okay. So yeah, they skipped a lot right there about him like blabbing on about like the stuff that didn't matter. But he was at a public library where he was using the internet and having these conversations. And so yeah, Chris Sands like, we know you're at a public library and you were doing it. And he's like, oh yeah, you think you know me? Bro, I had to hit him with stacking them papers. But you don't know what I know, dude. You don't know what I go. We got all them dirty details right here. Ooh, shame on you, sir.
Yeah, right? My man started sweating, and he was already dehydrated, and just started pouring more sweat right there.
I didn't know if this dude had this crease in his forehead before this interview started. He's aging right here on the spot.
This is the communication that we have between somebody using your screen name and a young teen. And all of a sudden, you're here. You. Not someone else.
That's right. Yeah, they got him. So it's like the fact that they're here, like they show up to the house, is like, gotcha. There was a thing.
Really?
Yeah, there was I don't even know what it. Maybe people in the comment section can help me fill in this gap. There was a thing with the show where people started to try to get out of it by saying it was entrapment because they were getting them to commit this crime and then arresting them, right? I don't know. Is it even comparable? Like, I don't know, like a cop trying to buy drugs and you sell it to him and then he arrests you. That would that not be? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know how that worked out. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, because even the chatting, their chat log, right? Like,
right.
Nobody made them reach out to those usernames. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I don't know what the legal definition of entrapment is, but I feel like these guys aren't. If they went before a judge and everything, and they still got stuck in jail, then it's legit. But then I didn't get it too far into it. Like I went down like a little bit of the rabbit hole of what happened to this show. They stopped airing it, or stopped making them, is because the same reason why they canceled a dude from the UK, or Dr. Phil UK man.
Oh,
Jeremy
Kyle.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same thing, is that someone that came on the show ended up taking their own life, and so then they stopped the show. And it was like I think it was like a lawyer or something they had caught and busted out.
Yeah.
But it was like this whole mess. Like the cops showed up with cameras to his house to arrest him or something like that. But anyway, anyway, those people that know more about it than what I just said, let me know in the comment section and then fill in the gaps that I'm missing. And
right, let me know.
Yeah. Anyways, get back to this guy. Stumbled through his story here.
I don't even know who you are. I came in here. I was just now told that gate's open. Come on in. Okay.
I mean, it just defied logic.
I don't even know who you are. So that discredits everything that I just said to you. I don't know how that changed anything. Well, it doesn't matter who I am, bro. Because he's going to tell you. Don't you worry.
Right? Exactly. He's going to tell Chris he's trespassing right now. Look, man, I don't know you, and you need to get off this property.
Yeah, who are you? You don't even know these people.
Anybody was a young woman, unless you look at my adolescent stuff. And then I was an adolescent.
So you've got a record.
I'm guessing.
Wow.
You got a record? This dude's got an extensive record, actually. This guy is like, this guy's still locked. Yeah, this guy's still locked up. Actually, he's still in jail for a lot of. It's a wild. Maybe I'll pull it up and we'll go through it in a minute. Let's
Okay.
let's finish this.
You do time for that?
Don't you know?
I'm asking you.
Why are you asking?
I want to know the truth.
Yes, I've done time for that.
Because this is an interview, bro. I need you to say it. I already know. You know, come on, man. What's up? You tell me.
Straight up, I've done time for that. It was with a young woman. Ain't no kids in me.
What?
What?
Ain't no kids in me.
God, taser.
And we will discreetly go to your room and talk. And we'll talk about whatever pops up and stimulates you into whatsoever you want.
Oh, good. He's about to explode. That ain't me. That's somebody using my username at the computer in the library, and they must have called me. They called me and got me here to set me up. They said I was gonna get a job. I'm just trying to get a job, man.
It's just me, your boy, John
A
Peterson.
story on computer predators, adults who go online to try to meet.
Oh, they got the boom mic. Put the boom mic on him.
We don't want to touch him. Put that.
Anything else you want to say, bruh?
Now, if there's not, it's Scott Peterson.
Do you have Scott Peterson's name written down?
No, I have an address. I can leave an address. That's all I was planning to do.
His name changed to Scott, not John anymore.
Yeah, it did.
Where's Scott at? That's his brother.
Yeah, only his good friends call him Scott. Like.
He maintained until the very end of the interview that he was just a dusty, determined traveler who came from.
Oh man, they didn't even take this guy down. They usually freaking like clothesline the dude and power bomb him.
You're right. No leg drop, nothing.
The young man I thought was supposed to be here.
What's that person's name?
Scott was supposed to be here, and he didn't mention his name. I just said, look, it's Scott.
Scott's supposed to be here, but he didn't tell me his name. I just made up a name. God dang, man. Oh, dude. He was charged under California's 3-strike law because of his criminal history, and he was sentenced to 75 years to life in prison. Mm-hmm. In 2009, he sentenced to reduced 50 years to life upon appeal. And he wrote a book while he was in jail called In for Life, Confessions of a 3-Strike Prisoner. From his book, this is where they got all this information at that is going to go through. He got diagnosed with childhood schizophrenia. He was abused as a kid and was molested by a 15-year-old boy. When he was 14 years old, he was charged with molestation because he got 2 13-year-old girls drunk and had sex with them. Jeez. While being detained with other juveniles, he taught a 12-year-old how to give oral sex.
Wow.
So he went to a mental hospital after that, and he was told that he had Asperger's, and it wasn't schizophrenia. At 17, he got released from the hospital. His family didn't want anything to do with him. His 18th birthday, he moved in with his previous psychiatrist from the mental hospital, and they became lovers.
Wow.
After being accused of theft from stealing from, his lover, he moved out and became a prostitute. After 8 months, he moved back in with the psychiatrist. He began studying to become a psychiatrist, but failing his classes, he started smoking and selling crack.
Jeez.
It's not over with, man. This is when he was 23. When he was 23 years old, he shot a man in the neck with a gun. He was having a hallucination. The man survived, and he was convinced of assault with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 3 years in prison. So that's when I was talking about at the very beginning. He had a record, right? He's assault with a deadly weapon. He even mentions like his stuff from being a juvenile, right? He got in trouble for that. In prison, the prison shot caller pimped Winry out for exchange protection. So yeah, when he was in there. Okay, later he fell in love with another inmate. So he fell in love in jail, and he started. When he got out, he started attending church, run by a member of the Mason family. The Manson family. Yeah. So yeah, all that. He decided he wanted to be a minister too.
Oh, good.
When he was released, he went back to the psychiatrist, because they did a great job.
That he was stealing from.
Yeah, and then he got sentenced to another 3 years in prison, pleading guilty to raping an ex-girlfriend, a friend of his. He served 2 years of that. When Rennie was released, he moved back with a psychiatrist again and began studying to be a minister. And now he's 38. He fell in love with a 25-year-old woman in his Bible study group. They got married, moved to Ohio, and he started studying to become a medical assistant. 38 years old, going to be a medical assistant. He was 42 years old. He was sent to prison for failing to register as a sex offender, and his wife divorced him. Okay, and then in 2006, this is where this video happens.
After all of that, this finally happened?
Yeah, after all of that, we get current, right? He filed petitions. Let's see. In 2016, he filed a new petition to have the court determine if his imprisonment was lawful. That's where I started looking at it was entrapment or whatever, right? He was psychologically evaluated in 2009. They concluded that he was having a psychotic process at the time of the evaluation. And the psychologist recommended that Winry was to be remanded to a mental hospital for a period of time, and he is still incarcerated to this day. So yeah.
Jeez.
So everybody in that house is lucky that he didn't just go in there and just start stabbing people or something, because this guy is
jeez, man.
He has had a wild life and is not a good person at all.
and this is the thing that was the nail in the coffin, I guess. This is what he's that got him his third strike, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is his third, I guess. I think
his third felony offense.
The first thing with the ex-girlfriend or whatever was maybe his first one, and then failure to register was the second one, and then him actually going out and doing this was probably the third for as sexual offenses. I guess that's how it would work out. But anyway, yeah. So there you go. How about that?
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Yes. So usually we would go through these videos and be like, oh man, that guy was so stupid. He just couldn't even keep his story straight. Now he's going to jail. But now it just adds a whole new level of holy crap. This guy was it's a good thing that this was a sting and it wasn't actually a 13-year-old in the house.
Right. Exactly. Jeez, that makes it, dude, a perspective this thing just put the show in, that's it. Yeah. It was already awful and god awful, but now, dude, insane, man.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, do all that cool stuff, leave a comment, tell us what you think. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Stay toasty, my friends. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.